Hey, I'm Melissa. Welcome back to my channel Journey Through Europe, where I share my European travel tips and tricks and my European travel vlogs. And today I'm in Florence, and this afternoon I've booked a Chianti wine tasting from Florence. So it's with Ciao Florence, who are a tour operator. I've never done any excursions with them before because I've visited Florence once before, and we're going to visit 2 vineyards in the Chianti region. They're going to take us by bus. I'm really excited for it. I'm hoping that it's fun and that I get to enjoy a few wines. And the weather's meant to be really, really good today, so I'm hoping I can get some really nice photos, some really nice beautiful shots and photos over the hills of Tuscany. I'm going solo, but I might meet some friends. I'm hoping I can meet some people that can help me take some photos, but super excited. It was on my bucket list of things to do when I came to Florence. One of them was take a half-day trip to the vineyard, so I'm doing that today and I'm bringing you along with me. So wish me luck and let's go.
So we met the coach near the Santa Maria Novella train station, and then we took the bus to the vineyards. The journey was around an hour, and there were really beautiful views out of the window. So the time went by super quickly, and soon enough, after the hour, we arrived at our first vineyard, which was Il Molino di Grace. We had a really great look at all of these vineyards. It was so beautiful, and then we walked back to the building to have our first wine tasting. I loved this map they had of the estate in the entrance to the building. I thought it was really, really cute. And then soon enough, we walked through into the room that we were going to have the wine tasting. We tried 3 different wines, and it was the first wine tasting I've ever had where I felt that I really had the different notes and the aromas and the taste that you could experience in the different wines. I thought that his explanations for each of the wines, how they would taste on our palate, was really, really great, and I really enjoyed it.
So I am here at Molino di Grace vineyards. It's our first stop on our tour, and it's been amazing. They're like a family-run organic vineyard, so all the wines organic. It's a Chianti Classico, and it was amazing. He was telling us all about the wines. It was so beautiful, so interesting as well to learn about all the notes and of the different wines that we tried. We tried 3 different ones, so yeah, just now got 50 minutes to enjoy the view.
So we had about 15 minutes to explore the grounds a little bit more and take some photos. I just loved walking through the different pathways and looking at the different vines they had. They had vines of different ages, so you could see very young plants to very old plants, which obviously when they're then used in wine give the wine a completely different flavour. The more mature vines and grapes give a more mature and intense flavour to the wine, so I just love spending time to have a look at them. And then they had this beautiful rose bush at the front, so I had to get a photo in front of these beautiful roses at the end of the tour. Once that was done, we then got back in the bus off to our second vineyard of the tour. It was only about 15 minutes, so it was really close, and soon enough we arrived at Riseccoli, our second vineyard of the day. And this was my favourite vineyard. It was a really beautiful, intimate vineyard, much smaller than the previous one that we had visited, but it just had so much charm. And you'll see later on there was lots of cats that they had roaming around. The building was beautiful, and everyone was stopping to take photos of the gardens because the gardens and the views at this vineyard were just stunning. To begin our tour, they took us inside the cellar to show us their wine barrels where they keep their wine. This was a really great experience. I loved this part, and then before long it was time for the wine tasting, where we tried 3 different wines, some cheeses, salami and balsamic vinegar too. And I met my first furry friend. I made my first furry friend. He came out after the wine tasting. He wasn't allowed in during the tasting. Afterwards, we popped to the shop they had on site. I had to buy something, so I bought a bottle of their white wine to take home with me. I tried it a few days later and it was really, really beautiful, and not many vineyards do white wine, so this is definitely one of them that does, and that's very special. And then we had about 20 minutes or so to explore the rest of the gardens and take in the beautiful view.
So we're at the second vineyard, which is the Riseccoli vineyard. This is like a very small family-run vineyard. They only do, I believe it was 30,000 bottles a year, and some other bigger vineyards make 8,000 a year. So really beautiful, really lovely wine tasting. And now we're just getting a few minutes, about 20 minutes, just to explore the vineyards. It's so pretty here.
I made more furry friends. I met this beautiful cat, another cat. There were quite a few roaming around, so I stopped and played with this cat. It was so, so sweet.
So this is it. So this is all of their vineyards. I love how they have rose bushes right at the end of them, and it goes all the way to up there. Probably can't see very well because the sun's not great, and they've got chickens as well. Look at these little chickens. Hey girls, how you doing? And there's a little olive tree. So this is the end of the wine tour. It's been lovely. We've visited 2 vineyards. I definitely recommend it if you're travelling to Chianti. Well, you want to travel to Chianti and you're in Florence. Half a day, take it, especially when the weather's like this. It's been insane, and just seeing the scenery. It's not been too much driving. It's definitely been worth it. So I would recommend it for sure. And Ciao Florence team have been great. There's been 2 lovely vineyards to visit too. Look at that view.
What a view. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe for more. I absolutely loved my time here. I would definitely recommend this tour with Ciao Florence, and there'll be a discount code in the description box. Thanks for watching.